Welcome to Hager's Hangout. Today I have a special. Today we're going to be looking over and seeing what freeze-dried versus dried food looks like, tastes like, and in short, the long-term and short-term functionality. We're going to be looking at apple wedges, blackberries, mangoes, apricots, bananas, figs, strawberries. These are what I could get off of Walmart and stuff like that at an okay, reasonable price. A lot of them were just horrendously expensive, and by all means, I could not afford them in the state that we're in right now. So let's go ahead and start with cinnamon apple wedges. Advertised as astronaut food, resemble hopefully you can see that. And this bag of astronaut food cost about, I believe it was like $8. So it looks like less than an apple, maybe one apple. Dried apricots has significantly more fruit, was like $3 versus the apple was $8. The main difference between freeze-dried and dried food is the process. Drying food, typically you put it in a dryer and it absorbs the moisture out of the food basically by throwing it in a heater that will use heat to extract the moisture. And then you get something that's wrinkly but very soft and not brittle, and it looks like an oversized raisin. Freeze-dried, on the other hand, it snaps like a cracker or popcorn, but it is significantly lighter. How they do it is they freeze the food and absorb the moisture from the freezer, and you have much more of the nutrition that is kept inside of the freeze-dried food versus the dried food. That's because there's three things that destroy food. Those three things are heat, moisture, and oxygen. That's why you see these in these bags with desiccant inside the bags. The desiccant will absorb the moisture. If you keep it in a climate-controlled area, you don't have to worry about that. This is good till 2023, this astronaut food that was freeze-dried. However, the apricots is only good till 29 July 2021. Even this small example is a difference versus this mango is good until 7/18/2025. But if you freeze dry your own food, it's supposed to last with the desiccant packet, with the proper casing, should last 25 years. But the food here, unfortunately, does not resemble that. But hey, YOLO, right? So I zoomed it in so you can see it a little easier, where you have the freeze-dried food over here and then the regular food. One thing I'm gonna show you is you can eat these in two different ways. This you just eat like a regular food. I just grab it, snack on it. And the apricots are not bad. but they're just dried, so they're a little juicy. I do sense a little bit of moisture, and it's still sweet. And they have as ingredients dried apricots, sunflower oil, sulfur dioxide, sodium something, potassium something can't pronounce, as preservatives. Versus you're going to recognize a freeze-dried food, most of it, if not all of it, I have to check very shortly, has 0 preservatives. The reason for that is, quite frankly, you are basically encapsulating the state of which the food is in. You're almost petrifying it. So that's completely different. These blackberries you're able to eat normally, or you can rehydrate. I'm going to show you what both looks like right now. Throw some berries in there, flip them over. Woo. So as you can see, in a matter of seconds, the solid blackberry, of which I can crush and split in half, I can't easily with wet hands, since it's rehydrating literally at my fingertips, and it turns into something that's super soft, super juicy, just like a regular blackberry. Oh wow. This tastes exactly like a freshly picked blackberry. It's wow. And the point in this is, the good point about this is you can have bags of freeze-dried berries, plop them in your cereal, and then before you know it, you have something really, really delicious. Ooh, bitter, just like it should be. And then if you recognize, the water is dyed very, very quickly, since you're actually keeping almost all the nutrition. I think it's like 95%, versus you lose 40% with dried food, and you lose up to 60%, I believe, with canned food. So I tried the rehydrated or reconstituted, or whatever word you want to put, berries. Now let's go ahead and try a dried one. Still bitter, just the way blackberries are supposed to be. And your saliva from your mouth reconstitutes it, and it's just as good in the snack form, I'm gonna say, as it is when it's rehydrated or reconstituted. If you recognize up close, the dried one looks a little shriveled, since when you extract all the water out of it, that's to be expected. But when it's reconstituted, there is no shrivel. There is it's very full. I'm so glad berries are healthy, because otherwise I'd be a very fat man very quickly. And the ingredients, comparatively speaking with the dried food, the ingredients for this blackberry is, as you can see, blackberries. One strawberry reconstituted. Let's do this live action. While that's reconstituting, let's try strawberry. Probably should have grabbed some strawberries from the strawberries there, but oh well. The freeze-dried strawberries, As a snack, I don't like it nearly as much as the blackberries. Doesn't taste quite the same as a regular strawberry. But let's see what it tastes like reconstituted. So, as you can see, it's a lot more full. It's not bad, but it's not the best strawberries I've ever tasted. Different brand. Let's see if they add any other ingredients. Ingredients: organic, freeze-dried bananas. So basically, bananas. That's all they are. And as you can see, when it's dehydrated, well, not dehydrated, but freeze-dried, it snaps like a cracker. You know what? It's not bad wet. I mean dry. Then let's try it reconstituted. And bananas and strawberries especially, you go buy your Special K or your Cheerios with strawberries or whatever, you're paying 3 to 4 times more money just to have a few freeze-dried berries or whatever in your cereal. This way, you can save if you do this on your own, and you can make whatever combination you want. Sure, if I threw it in my cereal and made it soggy, since I like cereal that's soggy, it would be fine. But if you like crunchy cereal, I'm sure you would not mind this at all. Let's try mangoes now. I'll try some mangoes in the snack form. It's bitter. It's pretty bitter. It's pretty bitter. It's bitter like a blackberry, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I personally probably would not put it in my cereal, but snacking on it or throwing it in like a trail mix, it's got some kick. Now let's go ahead and try it in the dehydrated form. Well, rehydrated, reconstituted, whatever word you want. I don't care. Oh, it's much softer. With it being in the not as big as the banana ones, it gets soft all the way through, a lot easier. And I honestly think throwing it in like an ice cream smoothie, since the ice cream moisture would reconstitute the mango, and you have shaved ice, right? You throw some of these in, right? So you have a mango icy without any of the preservatives. That seems very cool. Last but not least, the ingredients in the astronaut food: apples, sugar, and cinnamon. So they add a lot more to it. That's pretty good. Very sweet, but that's pretty dang good. Yeah, the added sugar would be great for kids. I personally I like apples with the natural sugar already in. But the cinnamon adds that little extra kick, that little spice that you need in your life, right? But no, they're pretty good. So that is freeze-dried versus dried food. Thank you for hanging out with HAGER'S Hangout, and I think we got some potential. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.